Mirror Sea of Thalora. Aryan studies the moonlit shard as the night air begins to ripple. Mist curls over his skin as gravity loosens and the world drops away. He exhales between fear and wonder. The shards glow steady in his palm. Silver radiance blooms in the fog, hinting at a world beneath the fall. Aryan wakes at the edge of a silent sea that shines like polished glass. He leans over the water and finds feelings, not features, staring back. Softly, he whispers that the sea shows what he feels, not what he looks like. The shard replies with a calm, knowing glow in his hand. The shard warms and speaks of Thalora, the mirror sea of the heart. He scans the horizon, silver meeting sky in an endless, tranquil seam. He tests the mirror again. A flicker of doubt reshapes his reflected smile. The certainty in the shard steadies him like a hand on the spine. On the horizon, a white city rises from the sea, shell-bright and serene. Boats glide without sails. Lights drift above like gentle jellyfish. Aryan approaches along the causeway, marveling at flawless lines doubled below. Every curve invites a second look, the sea repeating what the eye might miss. At the gate, a boy prince greets Aryan with a polite, practiced smile. Aryan glances down. The prince's reflection trembles with quiet fear. Aryan notes the sadness. The prince turns away and says the water lies. In Aryan's palm, the shard glows softly a rebuttal. The water never lies. Kale leads Aryan through floating streets as lantern jellies drift above. Kind faces turn away from the water, eyes fixed on the sky. Aryan asks why no one looks down. Kale admits the sea shows what they hide. Even proud towers reveal hairline cracks only in the water below. The city is beautiful above, but its reflections whisper of strain. They walk under slender bridges where the water runs darkest and clearest. Aryan studies doubled arches. Tiny fractures multiply only below. He thinks, everything here is afraid of being seen. Beside him, Kale keeps close but distant, posture practiced, crown slipping. Their reflections stand closer than they do, truth yearning to close the gap. Night settles. The city hums with floating lights over perfect stillness. Hairline lines spiderweb across the mirror sea. Kale stiffens with fear. If the sea shatters, the city will sink. Why is it cracking? Perhaps the mirror is tired of lies. The shard answers. When truth is hidden, the mirror cannot hold. Cracks race, bridges thrum, the city's hush breaks into alarm. Aryan grips the railing, searching for Kale amidst widening fissures. Footsteps drum, lights tumble and hiss into the mirror sea. The sea reflects not faces now, but amplifies fear like flares. Aryan steadies himself. The city trembles, but he keeps searching. Kale runs to the bridge center, crown askew, eyes wet with fear. He cries that he tried to look brave, but he is scared and lost. Aryan reaches him and lays a steady hand on his shoulder. He tells Kale that fear means he cares. Honesty shares the weight. Their reflections touch first, a promise of courage in silver. Kale gazes into the mirror sea as the trembling city holds its breath. In the reflection, fear softens, courage returns with a gentle smile. The fissures stop spreading, bridges still, the city exhales. Silver radiance from the shard washes the water with quiet truth. Tremors fade to ripples, then to glass. Silence settles over Thalora. The shard speaks softly. Honesty brings peace to all worlds, even within. The words travel across the water, threading through streets and windows. Kale bows his head. The too large crown finally sits true. Aryan watches as sky and sea align, seamless and whole. Dawn warms the floating city as people gather by the shore. They dare to look down and see faces matching their hearts. Relief brightens eyes. Conversations warm in the morning air. Kale thanks Aryan. The sea, he says, helped them both. The shard unfurls a doorway that stands like a petal upon the sea. He looks one last time at the quiet sea lines above and below made whole. Kale stands beside him. Their reflections overlap, steady and clear. Goodbye, Thalora. Stay honest, Aryan says with a quiet smile. He steps through the threshold. Silver traces arc into the night. The mirror sea ripples softly, carrying a fading reflection outward. Kale watches with a hand over his heart, the city humming again. Above and below, the sky is the same. Truth held, water quiet as glass.